welcome back. So in this video we'll be talking about lab 8, which is managing virtual machines. So here we'll be using 7 different tasks. The first one is deploying zone resilient Azure Virtual Machines by using Azure Portal and Azure Resource Manager templates, which is ARM templates. So you can see this is what we will be doing in the task 1. So the first one will be using the Azure Portal, the second one will be using the ARM templates. So that is what we'll be doing in this video. And coming to the task 2, we'll be configuring Azure Virtual Machines by using Virtual Machine extension. And the third one would be scaling computing and storage for the Azure Virtual Machines. The fourth one would be registering the Microsoft Insights and Microsoft Alert Management Resources Providers. And the fifth one would be the deploying zone resilient Azure Virtual Machine scale sets by using Azure Portal. The sixth one is configuring Azure Virtual Machines scale sets by using virtual machine extensions. And coming to the seventh one, which is the last one, so in this we'll be scaling the compute and storage for Azure Virtual Machine scale sets. Saying that, let's jump into the video and start the task 1. So let's go to the virtual machines. So click here, and right now we don't have any virtual machines. Let's go ahead and create a new virtual machine and select appropriate subscription for this. And coming to the resource group, right now we don't have any resource group, so we'll add a new one according to the architecture. It's RG01, so let's go ahead and create that. So right now we don't have, so let's create, and we just need to add the name. It will be done. And mostly we'll be dealing with East-US, so I'll be keeping it as East-US. And coming to the virtual machine name, let's add the first virtual machine name. Once it is done, the second one, coming to the image, let's be this one. And let's select 2019 data center Gen 2 according to the docs, and the other one would be HD2V3, yeah. And the username, let's add student, and let me write a new password for this. So I've kept new password, and let me add it here. That's done. And so this will be unchecked, and let's go to the next one, which is disks. So if I go to the next, so here it would be premium, and coming to enable ultra disk compatibility, it says unchecked. So this is unchecked, and everything is default. You can check the other options too, but we just need to review this one, and OS step, as well as enable ultra compatibility, which should be unchecked. So I'm just going next. So you can read this. Azure Ultra disks deliver high throughput, high IOPS, and consistent low latency disk storage. And Azure IS VM Ultra disk is suited for the data intensive workloads such as SAP HANA, top tier databases, transactions heavy workloads. So since we are not dealing with this like heavy loads, we are just ignoring these. And here we have 3 options, and according to the docs, I'm going ahead with premium. Let's go to the networking. And in the networking, so let's create new one. Coming to the virtual network, so let me add that name. So it is the same one, but let me add that. And coming to the address range, let me copy that. So it's done. And coming to the subnet, it's subnet 0. So just paste the name here, and the address range as well. So you can see under this particular subnet, the virtual machines are there. So that is what we are doing now. I think everything is okay. Let me cross check. Yeah, it's done. Let's click OK. So now once it's done, now let's go to the next section. So coming here, let's check other one, subnet 0, public IP will be the default one, and NSE security groups, which is the basic one, and inbound ports, which is none in this case, so I should change it to none. So accelerating networking will be unchecked, so you can read more about it. So it enables low latency and high throughput on the network interface. So we are just unselecting that one too. And you can place the virtual machines in the backend pools of the existing Azure load balance solution, so it's none. So everything is okay. Let's go to the next one, which is the management. And here, coming to the boot diagnosis, so it will be enable custom storage account, so you can read about it. So the use of this feature is to troubleshoot boot failures for custom or platform images. Boot diagnosis with managed storage account significantly improves the creation time of virtual machines by using pre-provisioned storage accounts managed by Microsoft. Okay. So say that, let's check the options here. So diagnose storage account, which says just to select the default one, and coming to the patch orchestration, automatic by OS. There's two options, automatic by OS, which is the best for scenarios where interrupting workloads for patching isn't an issue, whereas manually turning off updates, install patches manually, or pick a different solution. So this is what we have to select according to docs. And once it is done, let's make sure that everything is right on its place, and let's go to the next one, which is advanced. And coming to the advanced, so it's just reviewing it, and let's go to the next one, tags. So if you want to add any tags, you can do that, but in this lab I'm not doing it, so I'm just going it and creating it. So the validation has been passed, so let me create that. So it's been deploying. Meanwhile, you can see options here. So here you can see an option called template, so click that. So you can see all the resources and the variables that we have used before. So in this case, when you click deploy, you have got an option. So you were redirected to the custom deployment, where let's add that resource group in which we were working, and East US, and coming to the network interface name, let me add that name. So this was our network interface name. And coming to the NSGs, it's not mentioned here. So coming to the public IP address. So public IP address, let me copy that name. I guess it's the same, but it's VM0, so we have to go and change it to VM1. And coming to the resource group, we have already changed it. So this is the one. Is it 104.08.101? Yeah. So this is the same. So this was the virtual resource group. And coming to the username and coming to the password, let's add the same password which we have used for the previous machine. So I'm just copying it here. So once this is done, so let's go back here. So it says enable hot patching, which is false, right? Zone 2. So I'm just reviewing whether everything is properly filled. I guess we're good to go. So now we just need to review and create it. So validation has been passed, and you can review all the options here before accepting it. So in this case, I'm just creating it. So now it's deploying. Meanwhile, you can see the previous one was already deployed. So if you go back here in the resource group, we can see there is a new resource group has been created, which is the first one. You can verify this. So once inside this, we'll be having the virtual machines and the corresponding virtual networks and so on. So the relevant services. So if we click that, you can see we are having the virtual network as well as the virtual machine as well as the public IP, NSGs and so on. So the second one is also completed. So it just takes some. So it just takes some time. So however, I hope you guys have understood the concept of deploying the zone resilient Azure virtual machines by using Azure Portal as well as ARM templates. So in the next video, we'll be talking about configuring Azure virtual machines by using virtual machine extension. So I hope you guys have understood today's video. So if you like the video, please click the like below, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and please share the video. Thank you.